moment. Let's stay at the base of the hill until Judah's back from watching the trailer, and then we can talk about breakpoints.
No, the fuck, they did not have my nigga the Punisher as the enemy. They did not put my nigga Punisher as the enemy, man.
He cold, right? He cold.
Oh my god, I want that game.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think it's a little too fast. But before I talk for like 27 minutes about Breakpoint, what do y'all think about it? Like, what do y'all like, don't like?
My point, I didn't see the play view. I only saw like the trailer. So when I seen through the trailer, I think this is more realistic. Breakpoint is more realistic than the Wildlands. The reason why I say that is because now you being hunted. We not the hunters, we are the prey. And we trying to kill our hunters before they kill us. So I likes that, to my perspective. I feel like that's more of a challenge to me, because therefore I really got to be on my P's and Q's instead of like, okay, I see like 12 enemies overall, 4 of them to the left, 2 in the middle, and the other one to the right. And then there's one mysterious guy in the cut that's just walking around that we don't see.
I think you have to
That's
watch
just
the
my
playthrough.
Okay, the playthroughs must be trash there, because the way how y'all talking, it ain't what
No.
No, you can
It's
go
the
watch
same.
the playthrough if you want. I mean,
It's just gonna excite you more.
yeah, the playthrough.
I think it's.
I thought that's what you were watching, was the playthrough and the trailer.
Yeah, I thought you were watching the. I thought it was together. The trailer.
Yeah, we
playthrough.
can handle this intel without you if you want to go watch it. It's only like 12 minutes, I think.
Yeah, watch the playthrough.
It's like the walkthrough gameplay, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Brother,
saw
oh my god.
What you
Oh
think, man?
my god.
Yeah, it's tight, right?
I had a drink to that, hold on. That game is gonna be better than any other Ghost Recon game since Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Hands down.
Word? It's like that.
The strategy of the game is flawless. Like, you know how on this game you get hit a couple of times and shit. It look kind of, it's like, how can I say it? It don't look like you really died. Like, you know how you shoot a person like 5-6 times and that motherfucker still running full speed? They cut that in half to make it more realistic, to the point where you limping to the cover. And if you can't limp to cover, you either dead and down for like the time. But just like this game, except this time a person can pick you up. You ain't gotta be in a straight firefight and try to pick that person up. You can pick them up and run to a different location to lay them down and heal them up. Then, not only that, we playing as strategic. So you got 2 frontal assault people and 2 people that's goddamn stealth. That shit is nice as a bitch, bro. Now the enemies look like they're gonna be a problem. They look very challenging. Reason why I say that, cause we have all the gadgets. Now they got more of the gadgets than us, and they got a lot of them. Not just 1 or 2. They got like 3-4 drones sitting out. A motherfucking big ass warhog tank. They got some shit with them. And it's futuristic. You feel what I'm saying? But it's not.
Yeah, it actually takes place right before Future Soldier.
Yeah. It ain't like goddamn jetpack type futuristic. It's like, yeah, they updated their technology and all that. Like,
Yeah.
you can heal yourself up. Like, that shit is nice.
I'm hoping like the focus isn't too much on the futuristic type stuff. So, what did you think about the fact that they said you can't play it offline? Like, what was your opinion on that, or you don't care?
Most games is basically based upon online now, so in a way it's fucked up, because a lot of people can't afford online, or it's a lot of times where a lot of people don't have time to play online, so their online account be running and shit, or they ain't even really got time to play with each other for real. For real. So, well, at least the game. So to me, I feel like they should make it more of a co-op slash online play. But I done seen this shit coming already a long time ago since when they did this shit. When I seen Ghost Recon Wildlands was a one-player game, and you have to be online to play with other players, I knew they was gonna do that again because everybody likes it. Now I'm not majority, but half.
So, alright, like you. Well, no, I'm sorry. I was thinking about a different point I wanted to make. So, as far as the online goes, I want it to be playable offline because it seems kind of bullshit to me that. Oh my god, the dude in the chat said he sound like he drank too much. Yeah, that's how much he likes Ghost Recon. He drank every time he played. Oh my god. No, but on a serious note though, so I think it being only online is bullshit because I'm in the military. I've personally been gone for months and months at a time with no internet. I've had, you know, some real secret type stuff happening at my command where I'm not allowed to get on the internet. We block all signals, incoming, outgoing, all type of stuff. You know, like,
We've got intel
and people don't understand that. I wouldn't say the majority, but a large percentage of people that play Ghost Recon are actually in the military, whether they be special forces, military, Navy, Air Force. I guarantee you a good percentage of them are actually in the military. They like it because of simulation. It's fun. It's, you know, action.
Understand? And I like it. I like the game. Now, as far as what you may think upon, far as it should be online because of all party and the military and stuff, that could be in mind for most people, but for the most part, like, you got some people that just play the game their whole life. You feel what I'm saying? They make money by just streaming games and playing the game like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It has to be. I guess you can make it reasonable, but at the same time, it really doesn't matter. 'Cause it all depends on what they make the most of money off of. Our opinions really don't matter to a certain degree, and that's the fucked up part.
Cartel soldiers. You need to keep a low profile.
And to be honest with y'all, anybody who's watching this, because I'll make this into a YouTube
We'll let the
video
rebels know
tomorrow
where to find
morning.
these supplies.
Anybody who's watching this video or anyone that's, you know, watching the live stream right now, to be honest, the only reason I'm not pushing more for it to be offline is for the simple fact that I'm getting out of the military real soon, and it's not gonna apply to me no more not being able to apply online unless I'm living somewhere where there's just horrible internet connectivity. But a large percentage of people all over the world are in this category where either they don't have online because they're in the military, or they're in the college dorms and, you know, the service is extremely horrible there, so they can't play online games. Their games are only online. Then there's people that can't afford it because, believe it or not, internet connectivity isn't the cheapest thing in the world. A lot of people still don't have it. You know, you gotta pay for internet. You gotta pay for Xbox Live. You know, you gotta buy these new games that seem to be coming out every year. It's a lot of cash. So I think there's a large percentage of people that are in that category of unable to play only online games. So
True,
I'm against it.
I could be one of them.
I'm against it.
I'm one of them.
And, you know, it being only online, how good does my internet need to be so I can play that game? Because there are some games,
And that's another thing too.
yeah, for each and every game, it's different. How good your internet needs to be so you can play with your friends or just play that game, period. You need to be on. You need to have your internet on just so you can play by yourself.
Yeah.
So, what if my internet is... Yeah, what if my internet is trash? Like, what if I'm paying that $45, $50 and my internet's trash, and I can just barely play the game. Like there's all these weird shit happening because you know it is Ubisoft. Ubisoft has a long running record of having really spotty internet servers for their games. So I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to have it only online. Maybe so you can advertise loot boxes and you know other things to challenge it, things to keep people in the game buying, you know, more and more and playing the game more and more. I can understand that. I think you're leaving a large percentage of people out, even as we're moving forward in the future and more people are getting into it. I think you're leaving a good amount of people out of the game. Now, the other thing I want to talk about and make a point on was the fact that there's no AI teammates. To me,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you want to talk first about that since you fresh into it.
Well, when I looked at it, I thought it was AI. I didn't think you had to have that guaranteed 4 people to play, or you just playing strictly by yourself on the game. I didn't know that, so that's something new to me.
Yeah,
I don't know why they did that either.
You either playing by yourself online. Oh wait, don't shoot him yet. Let's move closer, make sure nobody around. Okay, never mind. You're either playing by yourself online, or you're playing with your friends online. There's no AI teammates in this. Now, the reason why I'm not against it, and I'm actually for this decision, because there's a lot of people that don't have, I wouldn't say don't have friends, but they don't play with other people, and for one reason or another, and they are completely against that. The reason I'm not against it is because I think people need to become more social on Xbox, because I feel like over the years with some of the games that have come out, some people and newer gamers especially have become less social. So if it gets more people playing together, it's gonna help the community of the game, the longevity of the game. It's just gonna make people open up and become more social, you know, off the game and on the game. So I'm all for it, honestly, because that's how I see it. I don't think you need to be playing with robots anyway. We spend too much of our time on cell phones, Xbox, and laptops all day anyway. So you need more human interaction. That's what it comes down to for me. All right, hold up. Oh shit, Keith, what'd you do?
I ain't do nothing. You did it.
No, he looked at. I'm pretty sure he looked at you. Where you at? You.
He was suspected. He won't.
Right. He looked over here. Yup, Retro, I heard the same thing. People saying they're gonna pass from the game altogether because they have to be online. I got one in here. I'm gonna check them out. Just scout around, see if you see anything, anybody, any patrols, anything like that. We're about to move up.
It's a gym in there, but I'm trying to figure out where that gym is at. I don't like going in there where we don't know what's going on.
Enemy down.
Try to use my binoculars.
I'm gonna re-up right here. Castro, bro, you missed it. We were just talking about Breakpoint. We're about to keep talking about Breakpoint actually. So yeah, aside from that, that's what I don't like about the game. The fact that it has to be always online, that's bullshit. But the fact that they took away the AI teammates so people can socialize more, I'm definitely for that. Now, as far as the other gameplay mechanics and just the storyline and everything like that, what did you think about it?
Mainly my persona on it, I didn't know how it all started. I just seen a nigga running for his dear life, and he already injured and fucked up, and he got himself together and linked up with his team, and they proceeded to attack this particular guy's I don't even know the guy's name. They didn't even say the guy's name. They just hostiles. So I'm gonna call it the Punisher team, because when I saw the Punisher, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's what everybody.
Right
that's
there.
what everybody thought about him.
You know
They're like, oh, the Punisher.
Like,
Yes, I'm gonna get this.
Yeah, like the man that goddamn fight a whole army by himself. This should be interesting. And he got a whole team for himself. I want to know how that's gonna really play out, because Punisher is more so of a solo man, not a. How would you say?
I mean, he the top dog. He
team
gonna be.
Player.
He gonna be like the commander of that enemy faction. You know, they call themselves the Wolves.
Or they call them the Wolves.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a follow up on me. I thought it was gonna be the Bodark faction, but I guess they just call themselves the Wolves and not really the Bodarks. Because I know there's a mention of the Bodarks in this game. But go ahead, finish what you said now.
That's the only thing I had the issue with because they didn't start off from what actually happened from after the Wildlands. So I didn't really get a good game trailer or a good game view of what is to come. Who are these enemies? Where did they come from? Or how did they start at attacking us? What do we do for them? Like, was they working for Santa Blanca?
No. They I think they explained it somewhere, or maybe at the end of the full reveal. But if I could give you a synopsis of it, this DLC mission that just came out in this game a couple weeks back, this dude named J Scale, he basically built the technology of tomorrow. And you know, these futuristic.
You said what?
He built the technology of tomorrow, so like futuristic drones, AI, autonomous machines, everything like that. And the Punisher, basically, his name's Walker. He went rogue, and he's using the technology for his own purposes because he thinks he's to some degree fighting for the greater good. Oh, what's up, Stu? Shit, I'm being seen, but from where?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Linko, wait, where you at?
Under you.
You downstairs? Yeah, come on. Alright, so yeah, they take over the island. Marquise, you just shot the fuck out of me.
I apologize.
Nah, it's cool, but they took over the island and they want to use it to basically I don't think they explained too much of his own intentions with it, but he's trying to basically do some bad for the greater good. That's how they explained it, I think. Helicopter.
Come on, man. We got Unidad up here, man.
I like the fact that they made the story much more serious. Yeah, we do suck, Stu. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, man, when you gonna help us finish Ghost Mode? Because he was playing before. You need to help us finish it. We need a team of 4 people. The other dude he was playing with rage quit. Okay, I like the fact the story is much more serious. It makes the game... It makes you appreciate the game and the story more so you can actually enjoy playing through with the story. They said there's way more cutscenes in it, which I think is going to add another level of depth. Basically, I like everything about Breakpoint, but what scares me about it is the fact that it's coming out so soon after Wildlands. There was like a 5-year gap. What? You don't think what?
I don't think that's an issue with Breakpoint coming out like that. Reason being is because it ain't another Call of Duty came out either. And everybody been talking about another Wildlands or update of the Wildlands or when is another Ghost Recon coming out anyway, so.
But look, it's only been 2 years, bro, since this one came out. And the time between Future Soldier and this was like 5 years. Or more than that, actually. Now, look, I'm happy. I'm happy as all can be that there is another Ghost Recon coming out, right? You know, so I can get my YouTube channel to 1,000 subscribers after 9 years. But I'm just scared that they don't have the concept and what kind of game they're really trying to build down packed after such a short amount of time, you know, in the oven. Because regardless of when they say they actually started doing this game, how much time did they really, you know, go back to the drawing board, think over what they were doing, and revise the
I think they was
draft,
thinking
make the
that
final
over.
drafts?
I think they was already looking over that while Wildlands was already being played, bro. I'm pretty sure that everybody was wondering, okay, what's going to happen after Wildlands?
I'm sure they
more to
were,
it.
but I just feel like they need a little bit more time if they really want this to come out and be a game that really defines the Ghost Recon series, not just another Ghost Recon game or another Tom Clancy game, but one that could really be at the top of his game and the top of his name. Know what I'm saying? Rally up on me.
What makes you think it's not?
It's been 2 years since the last one came out, bro. 2 years.
But I'm not,
This
I'm
ain't
not
Call of Duty.
understanding that at all.
Like,
I'm not understanding the concept of, okay, yeah, it was a 5-year gap for Wildlands. That's when they started upgrading where you can't play co-op on the same goddamn console as the 360 did when they played for Future Soldier. So I feel like that was the how would you say, the new, I don't know, I don't know the name of what's the word I'm trying to come up with, but I feel like that was just the new saga of Ghost Recon Wildlands. And for some reason I cannot jump over this. I have to go somewhere else.
make sure nobody sees you. Now, I'm excited, like I said, and those fears were there because I feel like there wasn't enough time in development and enough time for the team to really be sure of what it was that they wanted to make after Wildlands.
They got alarms rigged up.
And what had worried me even more was when they told me that they were implementing RPG. I'm sorry, not RPG, but like MMO RPG type elements from Division into Ghost Recon Wildlands. And that upsets me because this is Ghost Recon. It's always been its own staple. It's always been its own staple, its own franchise. And, you know, the fact you're taking something from another game that's really successful.
What is they taking from the game?
They're
That's what I'm
taking,
trying to figure out.
so like, it's going to be a tiered loot system in the game. So, you know, you got a rare, you got a good, ultra rare, shit like that. Guns that have different levels of, it's the same weapon, but it'll have different levels of accuracy, of aim time, you know, shit like that. For this, you know, the setting in this game to be real, like a realistic, I would say, what do you call it? Not a scenario-based game, but it's milsim basically. It's a military simulator basically. For you to add those unrealistic elements into a game that's all about realism for the most part, you know, I think what had scared me the most was it reminded me of when they first announced Tom Clancy's The Division 1, because me and you had watched the reveal for that and we were beyond excited because, you know, we thought this is it. Like, this is the game we've been looking for. They advertised it as a tactical shooter. Follow me? They advertised it as a tactical shooter when in all reality it was more of a looter shooter. I don't know, like it's a looter shooter and it's like a role-playing game. Basically,
It's not a role-playing game.
it doesn't feel like you know, the average Tom Clancy game, which was why a lot of people, when it first came out, they were really upset about it. I'm just hoping that they realize this is still Ghost Recon and they keep true to its roots, so they don't advertise it as this is Ghost Recon, this is Tom Clancy, this is tactical shooter and 101, and then it's flip-flop and it has all these Division elements in it that get you away from what Ghost Recon is supposed to be about. You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. I feel like on that type of level, they should at least goddamn went off of just either customizing your guns like how they did here. Just customizing your guns and work from there. But in the same breath, I don't think that's bad. Reason being because you got different guns that's... Oh, hold on. You got different guns here that's damn near probably the same thing, just a different name with a different title.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, you know, unique weapons customized by the bosses, or when you do tier mode, you do stuff like, you gotta be kidding me. They said they wouldn't shoot down the plane. What are we talking about? So, just to finish this whole Breakpoint thing, I'm excited. I think this is gonna be, you know, a stepping stone for Ghost Recon and one of the most influential Ghost Recon games to come out. and I'm happy that the team is so excited about it. But I just hope they really stick to their guns with what makes Ghost Recon, because they're adding in these division element, looter shooter type elements to Ghost Recon game, which is all about milsim and
But you gotta also look at it.
balls to
I
the
also
wall.
want to throw
Yeah.
this out there. When you doing the military, you don't go. They don't got no random ammo boxes in every spot in every area. Sometimes you gotta loot off the gun. I mean, loot off the character that you kill. Rather that's ammo, camouflage, any damn thing that they can loot off that person to keep them surviving. Rather if that's a bottle of water, a rice ball, whatever the case may be. So I think that looter is not going to be as like Division, but it's going to make it more realistic because you got to understand we going around the whole world and we don't got no base of operations. We just going off of 4 people trying to clear out an army of killers that's already been sworn and want to take over the world by future technologies and all this and that and the third. So I feel like that looter would be a awesome tactic to the game. But you gotta also understand this is a survival game. This is survival of the fittest, to be honest with you. So that's why I think the looter might be good. I think we overlooking the looter. I'm pretty sure they won't make it as the Division because the Division and the Ghost Recon is 2 different games. So I don't think they will do that. I think they'll just take that looter like Assassin's Creed. You know how you loot the characters that you kill or the random civilians? That's what I feel like.
So
Just grab a couple of ammo. Couple of they might even goddamn be specific like Resident Evil. You got specific bullets for 9mm, specific guns for revolvers, specific bullets for, you know what I'm saying, for any gun. So you might have to pick that up because your gun might run out. Hell, they might start you off only 20 clips in the game. Hell, probably less than that, because they look like they was already in the firefight. But
So-
again, I don't.
So you think tiered loot is gonna add to the game?
Yeah. Because you gotta understand, we killing motherfuckers on Wildlands with unlimited ammo. We got bases in each and every area of the damn whole New Mexico or wherever they took this part of a state or this country, and we got 4, 5, 6 different bases everywhere and unlimited ammo. So where is the challenge at? Where is the survivalistic of these particular elements that we go in? Like snowing, it be snowing and raining in here. We don't catch no cold. We don't feel sick behind none of this. We run through it like as though we immune to every damn thing, and that's bullshit. I feel like that elements and looter that will increase the game difficulty. To me,
So
because it's not all about aim, shoot, and kill a motherfucker and get out of there. No, it's about killing everybody and staying alive as well.
look, man, someone tried to convince me. His name on YouTube is Get Good Gaming. His name on Reddit and everywhere else is Get Jack. He tried to convince me through very lengthy text posts that tiered loot might be a cool addition and they wouldn't overdo it because it's Ghost Recon. Now, where I say they probably won't overdo it too because it's Ghost Recon, I agree with you guys on that. And I even saw a article, I think, from GameSpot agreeing that it wasn't as, aggressive as it is in Division, because Division is a looter shooter. It is a completely different genre of game than what Ghost Recon has ever set out to be, or hopefully, what it will, it'll always be, what it is. It'll never try to aim to be anything like Division. Because they're 2 different games, We don't want the Division Ghost Recon 2.5. Nobody wants that.
One with submachine guns.
But I am completely against the addition of it in the first place. I don't want anything. I don't want any element of the game to even have something similar to a game from a different genre. unless it's some small feature that adds to the game. And I don't think it is something that adds to the game. I think people are so excited about Breakpoint that they're willing to overlook, you know, the details of what's actually going to be in the package, because they're hyping up these pre-orders. Again, YouTubers, Twitch streamers, all this media publicity, and people are just so hyped about it. Oh, new Ghost Recon. It's only been 2 years, and they're talking about adding in these different features from a different type of game just because it was popular.
Enemy spotted.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
I'm thinking
I'm
you
against
don't
it.
like
They're-
to see nothing different.
It's not that I don't like to see nothing
old
different,
head.
but we're talking about.
It is. That's what you're saying. You saying a looter is going to damage the game. Why is it going to damage the game? Because you're looking at a different caliber of the gun, or the same gun with just a different mod on it. Which is, when you look at this game, how many guns that you can say that's goddamn, they all goddamn got the same, either the same stock, the same. How can I really explain this to you without trying not making sense, without trying to make it not make sense? Hold on. You can continue talking. Let me get my thoughts together, because I can
Sorry,
see
do what you
that
gotta
you're
do,
not
do what
even
you gotta
trying
do.
to. You ain't looking towards the realistic of the game. You ain't trying to see the
No,
difference.
look, don't get me
of the
wrong,
game.
don't get me
You just
wrong.
want to see a change.
You know, the fact that there's, you know, things that make the game harder, like you start limping, you know, you can only use one pistol when you get really hurt, you know, you fall and tumble down. All of that is awesome. The fact that you can actually lone wolf the game, that's cool. It adds to the idea of what it means to be a ghost. It makes it more realistic and adds another layer of depth to what it means to, you know, be a ghost in the Ghost Recon universe. All of those things are amazing, but then they fuck it up for me when they bring in these elements from this other game to add replay. The purpose of what they're doing, they're adding replayability to the game. That's what Get Jacked told me on Reddit. And that's precisely what they're trying to do. But they don't need to add replayability. Bro, there is, in this game alone, there's what, like 65, 100 missions, all between these different huge land pieces. There's battles you get into between there and you know, everywhere else. You got rebel operations, you got PvP, you got these 5 different DLC missions. There does not need to be any more replayability by making a tiered loot system that makes the game more difficult and makes you grind out missions. I have enough content here to keep me playing this game and not other games. Like, I do not need to spend 200 hours in this game to the point where I can't even play other games, bro. Like, I get it, you know, you want people to play your game and to have fun and to see lots of replayability in it, but you don't need that much replayability. Like, it gets to a point where you're making these huge commitments to your game and adding everything you can to get people to stay on it. But it for a game to be great, for a game to be good, perfect, whatever you want to say, it doesn't need to have 300 hours of playtime, bro. Like, you need to have a set idea and really crunch down on that idea and flesh it out completely, okay? You don't need to try and
feel what you're
appeal
saying.
to, you know, playtime
Hang on, I'll drive.
or, you know, review, you know, because some review, what do you call them, IGN, GameSpot, all those fucking stupid people, you know, the game reviewers, they like to say that, you know, oh, you get your money's worth because you get this many hours out of it, you know, it's a good package deal, they had DLC and also
But who
all types of stuff like that.
want just a story-based game? Who just want a story-based game? Who don't want to keep playing? Who's to say that after I beat this game, what if I want to go out there and want to explore certain things that I didn't look at because I'm worried about not getting shot? Or I'm worrying about these group of people is gonna jump me, try to interrogate me, try to capture me or kill me. You feel what I'm saying? And who's to say that they might not do some more add-ons to the game? Yeah, they might extend the storyline, or they might do a side mission that connects to the next storyline that they might do on the next update, or whatever the case may be.
What I'm trying to say is, they are... Yeah, look, the dude in my chat said it perfectly. He said, don't give me replayability, give me a good game in the first place, okay? When you're looking at just the aspect of why, the fact that they added it, you're not looking at why they added it. They did not add it because they thought it would benefit Ghost Recon. Someone somewhere in charge said the game needs more and more replayability so we can appeal to the consumer base and get maximum amount of sales. Add a tiered loot system. Because I guarantee you, no one years ago, however many years ago, thought, oh yeah, Ghost Recon needs a tiered loot system. No, fuck no. It's never been about that. They added this so they can try to appeal to the maximum amount of people that they can to make the maximum amount of profit. Not because it adds to the game or the, you know, the base idea of the game. I guarantee you. Okay, and that's what I care about. Because I'm looking for the best experience possible, not what's gonna, you know, be a good mark on everyone. You can't just add everything to every game and then overall it just makes everything better. A game should be built a certain way. Every game shouldn't, you know, share so many different check marks.
I respect that on that sense.
That, on God, that is exactly how I feel about it. Like, I couldn't have said it better anywhere else or through text or 100%. That's how I feel about it, bro.
I think the game gonna be nice.
The game's gonna be nice, like
any...
all those new features, the new biomes are really gonna add to the firefights, the driving, the flying, you know, running away from Unidad. Unidad's not gonna do that, but it looks like they made a great set piece for the missions and the game story to take place in. Nomad, you know, that motherfucker been working out. Yeah, that boy Jack. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, basically. And I know some people might be against me calling this Wildlands 2 because they have their own gripes against Wildlands 2. But I think this is going to be a great sequel to what we already have, most definitely. Yeah, so I think that's where I'm going to end at with the whole Breakpoint talk. Any final notes, Keith, before... you know, we get done talking about Breakpoint, we just continue on the game.
I just like how they make the game more of a survival than a fittest game.
You mean like how you're being hunted and stuff?
Yeah. You're hunting them and they hunting you majority.
I think it's gonna be more like this. I think there's gonna be more. What do you call them? I think there's definitely gonna be more. Not convoys, but you know how enemies walk around.
And the way I saw the gameplay, yeah, I understand.
That's the beginning of the game. That's how it starts off. There's no. You don't have a CIA handler. You don't have any intel. It's you gathering information and taking them on their own turf, which I appreciate definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what about PvP? What do you want for PvP? Like, what do you think they're gonna do? Let me ask that. As far as PvP,
I don't know. With that game, I don't know if they're gonna do a PvP. I think if anything, they might do like a guerrilla mode, like survival.
so at the end of their gameplay walkthrough, they said there's definitely gonna be PvP.
What kind of PvP you thinking they gonna bring? Me personally, I don't know what would they'll bring. I don't know if I want to know how the hell, where the hell they gonna really based upon that game, cause it's a worldwide game. It ain't like.
So they said PvP is gonna be Ghost War. It's gonna be 4v4. I think there's gonna be more game modes. Ones with revives.
Yo, placing mine over here.
And it's gonna be out on release. We're gonna hear about it more in August. Wait, August? I just realized August is only a month before the game comes out. It's kind of weird they only hear about it a month before. But hey, shoot your grenade launcher at the helicopter, bro.
I ain't got no grenade launcher, bro. I gotta
See, lots.
equip it again.
Marking a tango.
I do got it, but I gotta equip it.
All right, equip it real quick.